for Stubbs.
Well, he got rid of it quickly. Unfortunately, it looked like he didn't have seams at all on that ball because it really started to sink when it got out there to second base, forcing Barney to slam on the brakes and dive back to his left. I mean, that's about as quickly as you can get rid of it. But unfortunately, in your haste to throw it to second base, sometimes you just don't have a proper grip, and that ball does some funny things on the way to second base.
Meantime, 3-1 on Ludwig. Ball 4. Second walk for Russin. Michael Bowden up for the Cubs. We saw Lendy Castillo earlier.
Hey fans, check out the new Audi Legend Suite on the Nuveen Investment Suite level. Watch the game with a former Cubs player and listen to classic stories about life as a Cub. With a luxury food and beverage package and a unique gift for each guest, the Audi Legend Suite is the most exclusive way to watch a Cubs game. For more information, visit Cubs.com/suites.
Two on for Bruce. And he fouls it away. And on the hands, 1-1. Oh, you'd like this tonight, partner. Down in Miami, the Marlins giving Chipper Jones a fly fishing rod and reel.
Nice. I bet he doesn't have one. I missed that retirement tour when I hung him up. You know,
the rocking chair treatment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of players miss that retirement tour. It's usually reserved for guys that are headed straight to the Hall of Fame 5 years to the day after they retire.
He's played more games against the Marlins than any other opponent by far. Most homers, RBIs, hits, doubles, runs, at bats, walks. And he made his debut the same year the Marlins did, 1993. In fact, Ozzie Guillen, the Marlins manager, was Chipper's teammate in Atlanta at the end of Ozzie's career. Castro backpedaling. Boy, that wind really carrying it out toward Jackson as Starlin makes a catch.
Some of the hard hit balls that we've seen in this game have stayed below the top of the stadium and really haven't been affected that much by the wind, but that high pop up in the middle of the field carried a lot further than Starlin Castro thought it was going to, as he ends up backpedaling into center to make the catch.
He not only got the rod and reel, but he got a fly fishing vest, a fly tying kit, books on fly fishing, a hat with LCD lights on it, a tackle box, and a waterproof tote bag. I really hope they made sure that he likes to fly fish.
Pretty sure he does. He's got plenty of time to learn fly fishing now after this season.
The bad part of it is all of these items have a Miami Marlins logo on them. No, I'm kidding.
I wonder if Chipper has any interest in staying around the game in some capacity. Coach or manager or front office.
Be a great hitting coach. Scott Rowland into right. And DeJesus will throw it back in towards second. Drew Stubbs has scored 3 times tonight, and it's 5-1.
Scott Rowland just fights off a fastball, cutting down and in. That inside out swing just gets it over the head of Anthony Rizzo into right field. And once again, put the fastest Red on base 3 times, and he scored 3 times.
We thought we would see some runs tonight, but we haven't seen a home run yet. Cubs may need to hit a few to get back into this game as Navarro pops out. Reds add to their lead. It's 5-1 here in the 5th.
Why not get buried in something other than work? Get 2 times the points on travel with Chase Sapphire Preferred.
During Nissan's Bottom Line sales event, get the bottom line on fuel efficiency, innovation, safety, versatility. Get the deal you want with model year-end savings, like a 209 lease on Nissan Rogue or a 179 lease on Nissan Sentra. Visit ChooseNissan.com. Test drive at your local Nissan dealer today. Hurry in and save on your new Nissan.
The Chicago Cubs strongly encourage the use of public transportation. The CTA offers a variety of options, including the Red Line, which stops right at Wrigley Field at the Edison Station. If you must drive, try the remote parking operation at DeVry University, located near the Edison and Rockwell intersection. The remote lot offers parking and an express bus for just $6. For more details, call the CTA hotline at 773-836-7000 or visit Cubs.com.
Why should Saturday night have all the fun? Get 2 times the points on dining in restaurants with Chase Sapphire Preferred.
Hi, I'm David Kaplan here with a Coors Light Cold Blast Sportsnet Central update. Todd Hollingsworth will join me after the final out for Cubs Postgame Live. We want you to weigh in on our Twitter question tonight. Do you think Darwin Barney will win the Gold Glove this season? Use the hashtag CubsTalk. We'll have your results after the game. That's Sportsnet Central, where Pat Boyle and Mark Chanowski follows our show. Now back to the ballpark with Len and Bob.
Qdoba Mexican Grill, the official Mexican grill of the Cubs in Wrigley Field, would like to give you free chips and queso just for opting into their mobile club. Text Q1 to 50500 and you'll enjoy Qdoba's famous chips and queso. Talk about adjustments in the game of baseball. Grounds crew has to make a little adjustment. That's the area around third base. After a runner turns the corner at third and heads for home, that's right about where their first step, maybe their second step, would be, coming around the bag at third. And perhaps Drew Stubbs, the most recent player to run around that corner, tore it up a little bit.
Chris Heisey into the game for Ludwig. Sure if there's an injury or not, we'll find out. It's right back to Leak. Chris Russin done after 5. I say that because Adrian Cardenas has jumped into the on-deck circle, and right as that ball was being bounced to the mound, Michael Bowden went to the bullpen mound. Russin gave up 10 hits in his 5 innings. If I told you Chris Russin would go 5 and wouldn't give up a home run, you'd say, well, it's a pretty good start. But we got nickel and dimed to death, as they say.
Yeah,
right?
and a lot of the change came in that third inning when they strung 5 hits together in a row, scored 3 runs.
Three and 2 to Jackson, and Cardenas will hit for Russin. He takes a 1-out walk. Well, let's answer our AT&T mobility trivia question. Last 3 Cubs to win the Gold Glove. The other one would be Greg Maddux. Might have forgotten about. Yep. Just dawned on me.
Yep.
Lee, Maddux, and Grace. And 2 for Derek as a Cub. Same for Greg Maddux. 6. It would be Brian LaHare, not Cardenas.
Cardenas was in the on-deck circle and would have taken the at-bat had Brett Jackson been retired, but with Jackson reaching, Dale Swaim choosing to go with Brian LaHare. A little more sock in the bat. A better chance of getting one up into this breeze tonight. Cutting into that Reds lead.
Well, since we are talking about Gold Gloves, Maddux, the all-time leader with 18. Jim Cott had 16. Brooks Robinson was 16. But quickly go through all the leaders at the different positions. Catcher, Pudge Rodriguez with 13. Johnny Bench had 10. First base, a couple of guys who played a lot of games in New York. Keith Hernandez with 11. Don Mattingly with 9. Roberto Alomar leading the way at second with 10. Ryan Sandberg owns 9 Gold Gloves. Brooks Robinson 16. Mike Schmidt with 10. Scott Rowland third among third basemen with 8. Ozzie Smith with 13 at short. Omar Vizquel with 11, and they don't really break it down left, center, right since that was a very recent addition. But Roberto Clemente and Willie Mays among outfielders with 12. Ken Griffey Jr., Andrew Jones, Al Kaline, and Ichiro all with 10. And there are 2 winners at multiple positions. Can you name them? 2 guys have won Gold Gloves at 2 different spots. One was outfielder and first baseman. The other one second and third. One is still active.
Second and third.
3 seconds.
Oh, jeez. I don't respond well to pressure.
Darren Erstad as an outfielder and a first baseman. And Placido Polanco at second base and third base.
There you go.
Yep.
I was going to go to my old standby Robin Yount, but
yeah, Yount won the MVP at short and in center. Yep.
Mike Trout. If you haven't been with us over the last couple weeks as we selected our various winners of the awards, I think Mike Trout should win the American League Cy Young, Manager of the Year. Every award there is should just go to Mike Trout. He's one of the most unbelievable players to come to the major leagues in a long time.
Well, you're going to see his name again coming up. We're going to do the NL and AL OPS leaders coming up. Two and two on Brian LaHare. Goes 4-6-3. It's 5-1 Cincinnati after 5.
If you're a business traveler who's got what it takes to put up with bag fees, blackout dates, change fees, and other frustrating policies, then have we got a game for you.
Business Travel Challenge.
In this competition, we pick the other airlines against Southwest, and the Southwest customers always win. It's fun, it's painful, and it's true. So tune in to watch the airline that changed the game for the entire industry, Southwest.
Introducing Olive Garden's new chicken and potato Florentine soup, made from scratch daily with roasted chicken. It's part of our $6.95 unlimited soup, salad, and breadsticks lunch. And it's only at Olive Garden.
Precision. At LensCrafters, we call it AccuFit, a digital scanning system 5 times more precise, helping you see perfectly. That's precision. LensCrafters.
Time out there, buddy.
Brian Urlacher?
That's me, here to defend you from DirecTV's so-called big deal. DirecTV raises your bill 100% after a year, and they lock you into a 2-year contract that could cost you over $2,500 bucks.
I can't afford that.
That's why your best play is Xfinity. The biggest plays on Sunday, live. The best of college football, and you can take the action wherever you go.
Hey, Brian.
No pixie dust, just pigskin. Yeah! Xfinity, your home for the most live sports. Call today.
Tomorrow, Rios and the White Sox square off with Billy Butler and the Royals in their last meeting of the season. Coverage begins at 6:30 with White Sox pregame live, presented by Honda City. White Sox, Royals, tomorrow night at 6:30 on Comcast Sportsnet.
Well, Dale Swain talks about OPS being a real important stat for him. And here are the current leaders in the National League. Ryan Braun, who won the MVP last year, is putting together a fantastic season. McCutchen and Posey are MVP candidates. Giancarlo Stanton, Melky Cabrera suspended, but before that put up a .906 on base plus slugging. In the American League, Miguel Cabrera, only qualifier in the big leagues over 1,000. Mike Trout at .954. Edwin Encarnacion, Josh Hamilton, and Prince Fielder also in the 9s. Michael Bowden, the new Cubs pitcher, made a lot of new fans the other night during the long rain delay. Signed autographs for quite a while near the Cubs dugout. On a hop, Rizzo will get Valdez. So Ryan Ludwig had to leave the game with a left groin injury. Seems stretching it out. At second base, got on base a couple of times tonight.
The Reds announcing it's strictly a precautionary measure, given where they're at in the standings, where they're at in this ball game. Very easy to flip him out, let him get up to the training room, get some treatments, hopefully minimize the damage.
In there on Mike Leake. I mean, that's a hitter right there. I mean, how many pitchers have the pine tar riddled helmet? Into right, De Jesus Keeps his feet moving. Get Chicago's sports news nightly on GMC Sportsnet Central. Coming up tonight after Horseshoe Casino Cubs postgame live. Jay Cutler tries to move forward. Hanging out with Patrick Kane and the Blackhawks as they stay busy during the NHL lockout. Join Pat Boyle and Mark Shanowski for GMC Sportsnet Central tonight after postgame live only on Comcast Sportsnet. Fans' best friend. It's all about the wind here. Now see, that guy looks cold because the wind's blowing right in his face. We are very comfortable in the booth tonight. Normally when it's cool here or cold, we're colder because the wind's blowing straight in. But tonight it's not. And I kind of like it. When we saw that gentleman look like he was dressed for winter, you still have your short sleeves on.
And very comfortable. Yeah. Well, I really did think we were going to see the wind play more of a factor in this ball game, and it may still turn out to be a huge factor, but just haven't seen it affect the batted ball as much as we expected, other than the Jay Bruce pop-up into center field.
Oh, Phillips hit for the second time in this series. A fastball.
Yeah. Like a four-seamer right in the wallet.
Big night for Stubbs. A walk, 2 singles, a steal, 3 runs. Did you see what Phillips just did?
Yeah, he plays a lot of games on the bases. That time he was actually standing on the bag as the pitch was being delivered. He assumed that Michael Bowden was going to snap a pickoff throw over there. So he just went back to the bag and stood there as Bowden threw the ball to home plate. I got to admit, after a guy's drilled with a pitch, I always assumed he was going to try to steal very early in the next at bat. Phillips does have base stealing speed, 15 out of 17 on the season.
I think Bowden would be a tough guy to read just because he has no leg kick at all.
He just kind of falls into his delivery to home plate.
Bounced out in front of the dish. 2-2. And he strikes out Stubbs to end the inning. Still 5-1 Cincinnati.
How'd it go?
Crushed it.
What does Quiznos Chef do differently? How about that? Come in today and try the new prime rib with hollandaise steak sauce for a limited time only at Quiznos. Toasty.
Premium is the new standard. The Volkswagen Passat. That's the power of German engineering. Right now, get a 2012 Passat for 0% APR for 60 months. Visit VWDealer.com today.
Find falling prices in the Menards Fall Catalog. Find the best quality and best price period on paint. Dutch Boy Platinum Interior and Max Bond Exterior both feature a no prep, no prime formula and a lifetime warranty. Right now, save $7 a gallon. That's $35 on 5-gallon pails. Seal and protect your wood with CWF UV wood finish. It penetrates deep into the wood, sealing out moisture. Right now, just $17.97 per gallon.
Save big money at Menards.
You're watching Comcast Sportsnet, part of the NBC Sports Group.
Hey fans, don't miss your chance to experience the hottest area in Chicago sports. The all-inclusive Budweiser patio is open at Wrigley Field. For more information and to purchase tickets for the 2012 Cubs season, call 773-404-4200 or visit Cubs.com/premier.
One strike on David DeJesus. And he bunts. It's a good one. Leak shovels to the bare hand. Joey Votto. Wow. Well, that's a great play to get DeJesus.
I mean, that's nearly a perfect bunt. One more hop past the glove of Mike Leake, and he beats that out. But we've talked all night about what a great athlete Mike Leake is, and just another example right there as Joey Votto just grabs that ball out of midair with the bare hand for the out at first.
Great adjustment by Votto.
I mean, he played it that way. He timed his steps. You could see him take that one last stride from his right foot to his left foot as he scooped the ball toward Votto. A little bit high, but the Reds first baseman able to make the play. Nicely done. Well, that's too bad for Dave DeJesus. I mean, that was against 99% of the pitchers in the National League. That's a base hit.
Yep. Breaking ball misses. 1-1 on Barney, who has a hitting streak on the line. 13 games during which he's hit .409. He's 0 for 2 so far tonight. Nine hits, 5 walks on the homestand. Sharply hit one bouncer to Phillips. Rizzo with 2 outs. Boy, Mike Leake has been a ground ball machine tonight. You see the Cubs OPS leaders. Dale talked about getting up into those 800s at least, and you saw the elite guys in the 900s. And I looked up your stats. You had a couple of years, 84 and 87. Your OPS was in the 800s.
Well, it's just very unfortunate that we didn't have the emphasis on advanced metrics then that we do now.
816 in 1984, 815 in 87. Actually, your career high was 912. 52 plate appearances in 81.
15 for 45 that year.
2 doubles, a triple, a homer, 6 walks.
Just couldn't maintain it for the rest of my career.
Full 3-2. Base hit into left. Rizzo's 2 for 3. The third Cub hit. They've all been singles.
Well, we saw Joey Votto do this earlier in the ball game. Just stay on an outside pitch, hit it hard. There's holes on the left side of the infield too. You can see Valdez cheating up the middle of the field. That ball's at the straightaway shortstop position, but because of the shift, it gets through for a base hit into left. That's just smart hitting. Found it kind of interesting. We saw Anthony Rizzo attempt to bunt for a base hit the other day. You know, playing the exaggerated shift against him. I think that's a good idea once in a while, depending on game circumstance. But that's one way to keep teams from playing that exaggerated shift. Show that bunt once in a while, maybe even bunt for a base hit from time to time. That'll force that third baseman to play a little bit more shallow and closer to the bag at third, opening up an even bigger hole on the left side of the infield.
The 2-0. Crushed. Deep to left. Hello, Waveland. A 2-run homer. His 30th of the year, and it's 5-3. A no-doubter for Soriano.
That one needed no help from Mother Nature. Man, fastball right in the middle of the plate, down a little bit. Boy, that is such a sweet feeling for a hitter when you square one up right on the sweet spot of the bat. You see the trajectory. You don't even feel the contact with the baseball. That thing went a long way.
6th 30-homer campaign. Second time he's hit 30 as a Cub. 1 RBI away from his career high of 104 back in 2005. That was 103 driven in. Up the middle, base hit. That'll bring the tying run up. All this happening with 2 outs, and Ryan Price is going to head out. We're going to see likely some action in the Cincinnati bullpen.
Good grinding at bat by Anthony Rizzo before getting the base hit through the left side. Soriano with the long home run to left field. Garland Castro finds a hole up the middle. Suddenly Mike Leake in some trouble out there. I've said this about some of the long home runs here at Wrigley in the past. Not unusual to see a left fielder just stand there and not move at all when he hears the sound of contact, sees where the fly ball is headed. But usually the fans stand up anticipating a home run ball, but when they don't even move, you know it's been clobbered. It's going to end up out in the street.
Splitter specialist Jose Arredondo just starting to play catch. Oh, 0-1 on Valbuena. Soriano, the 5th Cub, age 36 or older, to get to 30 and 100 in a season. That is fair to left. Castro will score. Valbuena with a double, and it's 5-4. 3 2-out runs here in the 6th. Izzy had some trouble with it in left. Castro easily able to score.
Slashing drive down into that left field corner on a slow breaking ball out over the plate. That's one of those ones that gets down into the corner. You're not quite sure how it's going to react off of that sidewall. It hit that one area where there's a little bit of extra padding and ricocheted away from Chris Heisey, allowing Castro to come all the way around from first and score.
Tying run in scoring position. Just a couple of minutes ago, the Cubs were down 4, 2 outs, nobody on. And Valbuena caught napping. Boy, you rarely see that. I don't know if he was taking off his batting gloves, but Mike Leake caught him to end the inning. 5-4 Reds.
Introducing a reason to look twice. Introducing a stunning work of technology. The entirely new Lexus ES and the first ever ES Hybrid. See your Chicago area and Northwest Indiana Lexus dealer.
Right now, get twice the quality and twice the style at Joseph A. Bank. All dress shirts and ties are now buy one, get one free. All sports shirts and pants, also buy one, get one free. And you won't find better quality and style anywhere else for the money. Dress shirts and ties or sports shirts and pants. Buy one, get another one free. Right now at Joseph A. Bank.
When Bill Larson's brakes started squeaking. When Pam Summers' check engine light went on. And before Tom headed out on vacation. They all came here. Midas. Total car care. Total customer care. That's the Midas touch.
Get up to a $50 mail-in rebate when you purchase qualifying brake pads or shoes at Midas.
Cubs pull within a run here as we head to the top half of the 7th. One of the first things you hear in Little League is keep your eye on the ball. You see Valbuena just strolling off the bag at second. Brandon Phillips alertly sneaks in behind Mike Leake. Caught the second baseman breaking out of the corner of his eye, and Luis Valbuena caught in no man's land, looking the wrong direction.
Cubs within a run as we start the 7th. Votto, Heisey, and Bruce against Michael Bowden. James Russell appears to be ready in the bullpen if needed here this inning. Votto with 2 hits, 3 RBIs tonight. Former Bears cornerback Donnell Wolford will conduct the stretch tonight. Time for a Coors Light freeze cam. Talking about Joey Votto earlier and how he guided that ball